I'm Dr. Vanita Rattan. I'm a doctor, but I'm also a cosmetic formulator specifically for skin of color. So today's video is one I'm so excited about, and it's about how to treat acne in skin of color. The thing is that with us, we don't just get the acne, we also get the red marks, so PIE, plus the brown marks, PIH, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. And actually there was no kit in the world that treated all three because it's so specific to skin of color. With Caucasian skin, they get the acne and maybe some PIE, so the red marks. But with us, we get all three, which is why I created Trio Blemish. So if you have acne, the key ingredients you need are niacinamide to control sebum production, you want salicylic acid to unclog the pore, and you want retinol plus or minus retinaldehyde, i.e. vitamin A. That keeps the skin, makes the skin less sticky, so less likely to clog the pores. If you have the red marks, you need two ingredients, niacinamide plus azelaic acid. And if you have PIH, so post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, i.e. the brown marks, then you want to use things like green tea extract, vitamin C, alpha-arbutin is going to be your best friend, and ferulic acid. So in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how you get acne, why you get it, how the different key actives work, the correct percentages to use, and then how to use them. And of course, the biggest mistakes made when it comes to acne. So a couple of things. Number one, I'm in the comment section for 1 hour at the launch of every single video. So make sure you subscribe, but hit that notification bell so you know to come here and ask me questions. Also, you can follow me on Instagram. I've got 2 accounts, Dr. Vanita Rattan and Skincare by Dr. V. I'm also on TikTok, so Dr. Vanita Rattan. And we have a private Facebook group called Dr. V Sock Family, a very intimate place to come and talk about your specific skincare concerns. So if that sounds good to you, give me a thumbs up. Let's dive right in. So Trio Blemish tackles all 3 blemishes and is a 4-piece kit. It's got your face wash, it's got your exfoliator, your AM gel, which is safe to use during the day when sun is hitting the skin, and your PM gel, which is really when you're combating the additional blemishes. And it's best to do at night time when there's no UV. That's why I created 2 different gel moisturizers for your face. So the routine is very simple. So in the morning, if you have very oily, acne-prone skin, then I recommend you use these 3 products together. So this is your salicylic acid face wash, your exfoliator, I use salicylic acid, and then your AM gel moisturizer. And in the evening, you just swap out the AM gel moisturizer for the PM gel moisturizer. So again, face wash, exfoliator, and PM gel. It couldn't be simpler. I'm now going to go through the ingredients of everything. But first, let's talk about why you get acne. What exactly is happening in the skin? So usually during puberty, we have an increase of estrogen and also an increase of testosterone, and this stimulates more sebum production. So some people have pores that are just easier to clog. They may be narrower. And this tends to be genetic. So there is a genetic component to acne. But the pathology tends to be the same, meaning increased sebum production, followed by sticky skin cells at the top, which clogs the pore. This then creates an anaerobic environment, i.e. no oxygen. And this is really where P. acnes bacteria loves to basically replicate. And so as it's replicating, it's basically causing the pore to bulge, and that can lead to pain. This will then damage the capillaries around it, so the blood vessels, and this leads to the red marks, i.e. PIE. But in addition, this inflammation can lead to triggering of the melanocyte, the cell that produces the pigment melanin. And so this leads to PIH, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. And this is why in the skin of color, we get all 3. Not only the acne, we also get the red marks and the brown marks. So Trio Blemish works by attacking 4 different pain points of this acne pathway. So the first thing it does is basically reduces sebum production by using niacinamide. It then causes the skin cells to be less sticky by using retinol and retinaldehyde. It also unclogs the pore by using fat-soluble salicylic acid, and it also kills the P. acnes bacteria by using our trademarked Acne Calm complex. So starting off with the face wash. In this face wash, we put niacinamide to control sebum, salicylic acid to unclog the pore, Glycerin to hydrate the skin. The biggest mistake that happens with salicylic acid is that it can dry the skin, and you don't want that. You want to use humectants in it. We also put acne calm in here, which it helps to poison the P. acnes bacteria. Then when you exfoliate, this has 2% salicylic acid, which is the ideal percentage when you're dealing with oily, acne-prone skin. It's also got 5% glycerin in it, so this doesn't dry your skin like most salicylic acid exfoliators. And we also put in here green tea extract plus sage, and that will basically calm the skin down when you are exfoliating, especially if you're doing it twice a day. Then moving on to your AM gel, in here we've put in 2% niacinamide, which helps control your sebum production, 2% sodium ascorbate phosphate, so that's your water-soluble vitamin C, plus your 3% glycerin. So this is basically going to help you also hydrate the skin. I also loaded this with anti-inflammatories. Your skin is already inflamed from acne. So in here I've got panthenol, green tea extract, allantoin, and arnica. Now the PM gel is very exciting. The PM gel is loaded with your tyrosinase inhibitors, starting with your alpha-arbutin and your ferulic acid. Plus it's got 2 forms of vitamin C, so it's got your sodium ascorbate phosphate, water-soluble vitamin C, and your tetrahexyl ascorbate, your fat-soluble vitamin C, which is why this also helps with scarring. I also put in niacinamide, which does multiple things. It helps with your controlling sebum production, but it also soothes the skin barrier and repairs the skin barrier and helps with red marks. And this has also got your retinol, your retinaldehyde, and it's also got ceramides, plus of course your acne calm. So we really did put a lot in this gel. So just to show you what it looks like, so it's an airless pump, which is very important when you're dealing with antioxidants. You can see the gel-like consistency, and it's very lightweight. It's non-sticky, and you can put it on at night, a couple of hours before bed, to allow it to work before you put your face onto the pillowcase. So who is this range for? This range actually starts from pre-teen. So I made it gentle and hydrating and loaded with anti-inflammatories because it's for skin of color. So you can start this if you just have oily skin and it's starting to become congested, which is important because for skin of color, we really don't want it to get to the acne stage if we can avoid it. Good skincare from the beginning, where you're controlling sebum production and you're unclogging pores as best as you can, is going to put you in a better position when it comes to your teenage years. So I'm happy for you to start this range really from 12 years old. At the same time, I've put in retinol and retinaldehyde, which are great for anti-aging. So it's even good for adult acne where fine lines are starting to become more of an issue. It's also a great range for those who are trying to minimize pores, and this can become more of an issue with age as well, and also those who are trying to tackle blackheads. We also did independent clinical studies on Trio Blemish, and these were the results. They were done on 37 candidates on skin of color from 25 years old to 55 years old. The immediate use, 95% said the skin texture felt smoother, and 95% also said that the system was easy to use. After 4 weeks, 78% said skin oil control had improved, 70% said that blackheads and pores had minimized, and after 8 weeks, 70% had said their acne had improved, and 78% said their skin felt more supple. So what I would say with this, based on the clinical data, you really want to stick with this for a good 8 to 12 weeks to start to see the results that you want. And the most important part of this data was that there were 0 reactions. And that's very rare when you're trying to treat a condition and you are using many actives combined. So that was the thing that I was most happy about, was that there was 0 reactions, and I felt confident to say that this is great for skin of color. For those of you who are concerned about anti-aging, so just so you know the correct percentages of retinol and retinaldehyde in this, it's got 0.1% retinol plus 0.01% retinaldehyde. So retinaldehyde works 11 times faster than retinol. So it is my favorite vitamin A by far, and it has 0 irritation, which is really key. And that's why I really wanted to add it to this range. It's great for acne, but it's also great for anti-aging. Don't forget, I am in the comment section for 1 hour at the launch of every single video, so please make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell and come and ask me your questions so I can answer in person. You can come and follow me on Instagram as well. I answer a lot on there too. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.